Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On play action, Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
Partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
Prescott off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. For the gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. That'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. On first down, it's Blue. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. They'll try and run again with Blue. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. They'll look to throw here. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
10 at the 16-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
73.
Back to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
63.
Up the middle with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Go, set.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Barkley is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Hurts completing this one quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now Prescott going to change the play. Out of the gun, they run with blue. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Lawrence fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches in the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Yep.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff, Blue running right. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
73. 73. Right, set. 1-8.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he gets it down to the 32. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They go again with Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 32 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run. This is Phil Maffa. And nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Prescott now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On the ground, it's Maffa. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Yeah.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
That shit didn't let me send it. I'm about to try it again.
And they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Yeah, that should not let me see it. I'm about to add
here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Yeah, my man said Kansas City, but he left and went to the Bengals.
Because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
I ain't gonna lie, the coach team nice over there.
And assert its will over the other.
Coach, yeah, nice. Yeah.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts.
I think it's going to
set up the screen to Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
What's up, Ty?
Let's go. Trimmer. Don't touch him.
A first down carry for Barkley.
What team he on the Bills? He probably not. I'm
Ultimately, he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
You sent him an invite to the Discord, right?
He'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
I might as well tell him right now.
Across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Barkley inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will. Ooh. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with the PAT. And a lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, boy.
Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing. Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. I want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now 1st and goal. To throw, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Hello?
So
I said hello and I answered the phone.
and this is going to be an onside kick.
Wait, yeah. No, the bull. Yeah, I think that's what we was just trying to figure out because that shit. Somebody, his name's Stevie Long. He had the Cowboys. And they said he left. Then they said you had the Cowboys. Now they say he got the Cowboys again. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know what happened. But he had the Cowboys already though. That's why we was just saying. I'm like, how the fuck? I don't know who that is. I'm about to see if any of them niggas know who it is. Yeah, because I was just saying, because he was like, Stevie Long left the league, and I was like, all right, well, I might just got him, but then you see, you had him. Now see, he got him. We was literally just talking about that shit before you invited me in. I was like, I'm confused, because he was like, is that his name? I'm like, I don't think so. That shit was just a different name. Like that. Yeah, it's definitely a couple teams down there. The Colts got a good roster. They got Mendoza on this joint, I think.
Second and right at a yard.
I think
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. I think all teams
no. One of these joints had Mendoza. They must have moved.
This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little.
Oh, nice. Chris Lee, they got Mendoza over there. Chris Lee, nobody got the coach over there.
Winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now,
somebody join the Chris Lee while
playing.
playing. Get the coach. They have a good little squad. You said who took the Giant?
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring their return to an abrupt halt.
Izzo.
I just played him earlier.
They'll come up first and 10.
Yo, Humble. You want to invite to the league? I got Panthers and Saints open.
Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by
the
Eagles.
You can look at it and see which one is better.
Wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was
I got 7.
having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential.
That's basically what I was saying. I basically was saying that. I'm about to boot the Saint user.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a
I'm all sent to you now.
here in week
I just
1, and it
got